welcome back to my channel. Today we're in my kitchen. I'm going to show you how I make pho. If you want to know how I make pho at home, keep on watching and make sure you subscribe and give me a big thumbs up. Today I'm going to teach you how I make pho, and the ingredients you're going to need are the following. So the first thing you're going to need is ginger. Go ahead and take a screenshot of the ginger. Another thing you're going to use is an onion. Go ahead and screenshot the onion. You're going to need some mint. You're going to need some bean sprouts. You're going to need some spice seasoning for the pho. And you're going to need pho noodles. And for the meat of choice, we like to have pho meatballs. And these are the beef balls. We also like to put oxtail for the flavor. And we like to use chamorro, and we get this in we purchased our meat from the butcher shop. For your condiments, hopefully I'm saying that right, you're gonna need some fish sauce. Go ahead and screenshot this so you have it in your phone. You're gonna need some Housin sauce. You're gonna need some rooster paste, which is called Siracha sauce. And you're gonna need some ground fresh chili paste, and you're gonna need some soy sauce and some sugar. Right now, the first step is to boil some water to cook your meat, which is gonna be the oxtail and the chamorro, and you're gonna cook it until all the blood is cooked. As you can see, I am boiling the meat with a little bit of water because I'm going to be throwing out all of that water, because all I want is for the blood to cook, and then we're going to add new water. Okay, while the meat is cooking, we're going to chop up a piece of ginger and half of onion, and we're going to grill it on the pan for flavor. Okay, make sure you wash your ginger very good with water and soap. Okay, and we're only going to use this much of the ginger. Can you see how I'm cutting it? So I'm just gonna cut it literally like that. So now we're gonna have 2 pieces of ginger, and we're gonna do the same thing with the onion. Okay, so now we're gonna grab our onion and we're gonna cut it in half. Okay, and now we have 2 pieces of onion. So now we're going to grab our onion and our ginger, and we are going to grill them until they're golden brown. As you can see, most of the blood already cooked off from our meat. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to drain completely this water and pour new water in to start making our broth. So I already drained the blood water, and now I'm going to put new water in. So I used 3 gallons full of water, and that's what I'm going to use for my pho. It's time to add your ginger and your onions that we let cook until they were golden brown. Be careful and be safe. The next ingredient we're going to put in our pho is our seasoning. So we're going to pour all our seasoning in a bag that's included in our seasoning mix. So this is the bag that comes inside. And you want to open your bag and pour all your seasoning inside the bag. You want to make sure that you tie your bag really good so the seasonings don't come out of the bag when it's cooking. I'm going to tie it like 3 good knots. Okay, so now you're gonna add this to your broth. Just gonna put it in there. So make sure you cover up your pho and keep checking it constantly, because everybody's stove works differently. So we're gonna be checking on it, but it takes roughly 2 to 3 hours to fully cook. So we're about to open our pho to see how it's cooking. It's been about 55 minutes since we closed it. So we're gonna open the lid and see how it's cooking inside. So as you can see, it's boiling really high. If you can smell, it smells very, very good. Okay, so here is a piece of meat. As you can tell, it still needs a lot of cooking to do. So we're going to put it back. And we're going to close it. And we're going to let it cook another 50 minutes. A couple of minutes, so we're going to check on our pho to see how it's cooking. So as you can see, it's still boiling pretty high. So we're going to check on our meat. Ooh, look at this. So the meat is definitely getting tender. So at this point, I'm going to add the meatballs, sugar, soy sauce, and fish sauce for more seasoning for the broth. So all I'm doing is adding the meatballs into the broth, and be very careful when you add them because it's very hot. And I'm going to add 1 scoop of sugar, scoop of soy sauce. I'm going to stir our ingredients together. And this is the part where you taste to see if it's good with the seasoning. My taste, I'm going to add more sugar, more fish sauce, and more soy sauce. And I'm going to do another taste test. Now that you're satisfied with how your pho tastes, we're going to cover it up. And we're going to let it cook for 30 to 45 minutes. So I'm going to show you how we cook our noodles. So I'm going to put some water to boil. And then I'm going to open the bag and put the noodles in here. And once the water is boiled, I'm going to let the noodles sit for a couple of minutes. I open the bag and I just cut the noodles with my hands in half. Okay, so it's been boiling for 30 minutes. So we're going to see how our pho is looking. So this is how it's supposed to look. So our pho is done. So I'm going to go ahead and start serving the plates, and I will show you how we serve our plate. So I'm going to show you how I chop up my meat. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and cut the meatballs in half. So all I'm doing is cutting them in half. And I'm going to let the noodles cook. Okay, so the first thing you do is put the noodles in the plate. Then you're going to add your mint leaf. 2. So all we added was 2 tablespoons of fish sauce. 2 full spoons of hoisin sauce. So depending on your tolerance of spiciness, you're going to add your chili paste and the fried chili paste as well. You're going to add sriracha at your taste. And it's very important that you add just a tiny bit of soy sauce, otherwise it will be very salty. You're also going to add some sugar. You're going to add the amount of meat you want in your plate. And lastly, you're going to add your broth. And finally, you add your bean sprouts. And this is how I make pho at home. Remember, subscribe and give me a thumbs up. And thank you for watching. Until next time.